in the shame. You've got no one but yourself to blame. You thought no one was watching, but I'm right here in your brain.
All right, welcome to Not My Proudest Moment with Dakota Miracle and Matthew Maloney. And we're joined by special guest Armando Torres.
Hi, I'm going by Armando Miracle now. That's my new name. Is that your real name?
It's my real last name, man.
Jesus.
I know.
Ah, Jesus. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's written in stone.
Where are you from? Where's your family from?
Hollister.
Well, no, I mean like originally, like country of origin.
I've never heard a
white.
PSA ask that question to a white person before.
Where's your family from?
I'm Caucasian, wherever that's from.
I think I just witnessed reverse racism. I think it just happened.
Yeah, I need it. No, I think it's actually Native American because my dad. It's from my dad's side. Like my dad's side is Italian, but also Native American, and my great grandfather was actually a lot more Native American. So I think it's actually Miracle comes from America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Yeah.
Where am I from?
Yeah.
I'm from originally from Indio, California.
Hey.
And then I grew up in Los Angeles, California.
There you go.
So you're Mexican?
Yeah. That's what both of those things mean. My family, I'm half white, half Mexican, so my Mexican family is from Mexico, and my white family is from all over Europe. Okay. France, England, Germany, mostly those three places.
Yeah. All right. Matthew?
Where am I from?
Yeah, where are you from?
You know, the Maloney name, that's a very Irish last name.
I could tell.
But I actually have a lot of roots based, like Swedish ancestry. Yeah, a lot of Swedish. I think.
So you're so big?
That's what I was going to say. You must have some Swedish in you, too.
Well, Swedes are tall. Yeah. And they're blonde. They're not really wide.
Oh, I don't mean wide. I meant like big. Like you're a big guy. 'Cause you're pretty proportionate.
My dad's 6'9".
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, he gets it from the Swedes. I get it from Germany. That's where my bigness comes from.
Also some German over here.
But like your dad's not thick.
Yeah, but my mom is.
Oh, so you got best of both.
Mom is thick. Lady. She got 3 C's in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, you don't want to talk about how thick your mom is.
Welcome to 23andMe.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Man.
23 and Matt's mom.
Oh, God. She's been on the pod. No, she hasn't been on.
No.
You've called her, like, probably after or before we've done it.
Yeah, exactly.
We've had extensive talks with her.
To, like, apologize?
What? My mom.
Say hi.
My mom's been called on Kill Tony before.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And she...
Not her proudest moment.
Yeah. So we explained to the guests, you know, we each tell a story, and we've only had one other guest, so we're not really, you know, we're not pros at this whole guest thing yet. But we do want to give you the option of us telling our stories first, like whatever order you want to go. Like
let's do that. I'll hear you guys' story.
Okay, all right. So go ahead, man.
I'll tell a story. Okay. So this one time, I used to be an Uber driver based in Los Angeles.
Okay.
And I was driving through, you know, just kind of what part of town, like, I don't know if it was exactly Eagle Rock, but somewhere kind of like there. And I'm driving through some residential neighborhoods to pick up my fare. That's where I'm on my way to. And the street is, you know, kind of narrow, and it's narrow, plus there's cars parked along the sideway. But I'm driving along, and everything's going fine. And then one time, this car behind me just starts like wailing on his horn, and I'm like,
typical LA.
I'm just sitting there, like, it's one of those things where I don't know why they're doing that. And then I'm guessing like, oh, I guess they think I've been at this stop sign too long. I'll just move through. And then I go through. Comes up on me, starts wailing their horn on me, and I'm like, are they still mad about the Southline thing? This is not cool. And
He's not comfortable with confrontation.
And so I just keep driving. I'm just like trying to drive faster, just trying to get away from them. And they're chasing me down. And finally, like, I pull over.
Was it a Lyft driver? Is that what it was?
in the
competition.
No, yeah, no, it was a taxi driver.
So finally, they flag me down, and I stop and roll down my window, and I'm gonna like see what's up. And to my surprise, the guy was like, I rolled down my window. Was like, "Hey man, are you okay?" That's what the honking driver is saying. Like, "Hey man, are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And he's like, "Did you like, are you tired or something? Or like, are everything okay with you?" And it's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm so confused." And he goes, like, "Yeah, you like our car was like parked back, and you like just you hit us." I'm like, "No, I didn't." Yeah. And he was like, "No, like it wasn't like big, but you just barely like scraped against us back there. I'm wondering, did you like just kind of like move over a little bit?" And like, "Man, I didn't hit you." And he's like, "Yeah, you did. Like, do you mind if we like just like stop and like like talk this out?" And I'm just like, and I'm like, I'm late to pick up my fare. And
I think I'm on 10 likes now.
What?
Like,
that's not
like,
an Uber thing.
I was like,
because you.
I don't know. I pick up on that.
Oh, you're counting.
I'm counting the likes.
He's criticizing
We have an
you.
over/under of 30 likes for the rest of the story.
You're being rude. Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's a new thing. That's new to the show.
This is his proudest moment.
This is my proudest moment. Yeah, counting likes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm a little flustered. Anyway,
so he
see now I'm fucking gonna pay attention to it.
Yeah.
And the story's gonna be because oh. So anyway, I pull over, and I cancel my ride. Just don't want to. I'm gonna be late
because Alex at Whole Foods couldn't wait after this thing.
So and I'm just thinking like this is bullshit, and I am not going to like give this. I know I didn't hit them.
Yeah,
that's
you know when you brush up against someone.
Yeah.
Like I've been in a accident. I rear-ended someone.
So,
I mean, I knew I hit him because the airbag's deployed.
Yeah. That's a little different.
It's a little different, but you still feel if you scrape someone, like especially.
So I'm kind of sit there. I don't get out of my car right away. I'm just kind of in my own head. It's like, okay, I'm preparing to talk to these people, and before I can get out, this dude appears at my window, and
Your other window?
This is not the same person that was asking me if I was okay. How about I tell the story, Dakota? And he was standing there. This looked like the guy's dad, who had.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, "Hey man, how are you doing? Are you okay? We just want to make sure everything's safe. Everyone's okay, but like you damaged our car back there."
Oh Jesus!
And I'm like, "Hey man, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't think I did." And it's like, no, like you did. And he came out and he was conversing with me, and it's like, come out and let's look at some stuff. And he came out and he showed us his car, his car where there was damage on his car.
Yeah.
And it's like, like this is where you kind of come up against us. And then he brought me over to my car, and we inspected my car, and there was damage on my car.
Oh
shit!
There was damage on my car, and then it hit me like, oh fuck, I hit this guy. That's exactly what happened.
Wow.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and No. I was going to spoil the story for a second, but now I'm not going to. So in my mind, I 100% hit this person, and I am responsible. And these are nice people who I have wronged, and I was trying to drive away from them.
Where are they from? Like, what country of origin are they from? No, I'm kidding.
This might give away the ending.
Their race will give away the ending.
Well,
Okay.
They were Armenians.
Oh shit!
And
boy,
I'll get into that a little bit after my story. I'm going to try to wrap this up, but they were. So I was conversing with him, and he was telling me this like story. I'm apologizing for them. I was like, hey man, I realize now I hit your car.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to run away. I wasn't trying to be an asshole. And this man like came in and hugged me. Like he's like,
Oh,
we wouldn't accuse you of doing that. We know you're fine. We know you're fine.
He went from this guy's father to your new father figure.
Yeah. He gave me a hug and says, "But listen, like we're on our way out of town. We don't want to get the police involved, but we need to cover these damages." And I don't have any money like in my account. I'm a fucking Uber driver, and so I get on the phone. I ask my dad for a loan. And he asked what the loan's for, and I say, hey, I hit this guy with my car, and I tell him the situation, and he is skeptical about it. He's like saying, well, no, like you don't just do it, like get the authorities involved. It's like no, like they say they have to go, and all this stuff, and it gets where I get into a fight with my dad.
Okay.
Like I say, like listen, Dad, like I'm an adult. I'm asking for a loan. You can say no if you want to, but I'll pay you back. Let me make my own financial choices. If like really stupid, young, immature shit that you do.
The Armenians are like, bro, tell your dad,
bro. dude. Like what I told them, there was this like thing where I said, like, listen, I don't know what the dad like. They were kind of like haggling with the price. I say, listen, I think I can only get you $500. It's like, and they were like, yeah, but we think these are $800 damages. It's like. And
it's like an episode of Pawn Stars.
While I was on the phone with my dad, I was asking for $500, and the son kept going like no, like get $800.
Oh my god!
And I shot him a look that was like, wait, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And the dad, knowing I was like getting skeptical, was like, no, like shut up, 500 is fine. And then so if the listeners aren't up to speed, this is a scam. I'm getting scammed right now.
Yeah.
But I did not hit these people.
Yeah.
And we'll get into this in a bit, but in the time of the story, I am completely like hook, line, and sinker.
Oh yeah,
I'm completely on board, and we make an arrangement. So there's now $500 in my account.
Yeah.
The plan is he's going to get in his car. I'm going to get in my car with the older gentleman.
Oh shit.
And we are going to drive to the nearest Bank of America, which he knew the directions to.
Oh god,
He said, "I know exactly where the nearest Bank of
does.
America is. This is the scam. This is how these people made their money.
They do.
Like this was their job. They just ran this scam. Like that's
$500 an hour. That's a great.
Did you give it to them?
No, here's the thing. They're human leeches. Now here's the incredible part of the story, and. Like, this podcast is all about me telling embarrassing stories, so know that I am not. This is absolutely true. It's incredible what the odds are. I'm not telling this. I'm not making this part up to like spare my embarrassment.
Yeah.
I get in the car. He gets in my car with me. We are about to go drive to the money.
Yeah.
A stranger, a passerby, knocks on my window. This is the second guy like knocking on my window today.
He's like, "Hey, are you okay, man? You're like tired?"
I rolled down my window. And the guy asked me, "Hey, excuse me, did this man tell you that you hit his car?" And I go, and the guy immediately goes, "I don't know you, sir. Like you gotta get out of here.
I did not know you."
And he goes like, "Yeah, he told me I did." Like, man, this guy did the same thing to me last week. And the guy goes like. The guy is like trying to fucking stumble us. I am so mad.
I
realize, and I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of my car. Get the fuck out of my car right now. I'm not a violent person. I didn't do anything, but I was so mad. I was like, dude, just get the fuck. I'm just like, seeing red. But this, how random is that? A guy who he pulled the same scam on, and I had a conversation with that dude later. He did pay him. And then thought it was fishy later, and wondered if he should call the police about it.
That would have been great if the guy that they did the scam on before was also then now doing the same scam, but to make his money back.
It'd be even better if he was like, "Man, it's so good that I saved you from that, and that'll be $500."
Yeah, you also hit my car back there. Yeah.
But check this out. And so you know how I said that there was damage on my car?
Yeah.
This is what I'm pretty sure happened.
Yeah.
When I'm sitting there and he comes to my window, he gets me to look at. He's distracting me while his son goes behind me with one of those metal, barbecue brushes,
is that what it looks like?
Yeah, it looked. There was and he just went and he damaged my car to pull this scam.
How do you not hear that?
Because I'm looking at him and
because the guy when he was at, he's like, "Are you okay? Are you sleepy?"
It's just
okay. Covering a fart.
And in like, there's so many things that I realized like in the after effect.
Yeah.
That were clear red flags. But I remember when I was having that conversation with him, at one point I did turn my head and he said something to get my attention real quick. It's because his son was back there damaging my car, and I was so close to just fucking being,
it seems
scammed. I'm so embarrassed about that.
Did you keep that $500?
No, I get like I paid it back to my. That was
should have let it ride on red or something.
That was the other embarrassing thing is I had to call my dad and be like, Dad, go ahead and take the money back out of my account.
Yeah.
You were right, and I shouldn't have fucking yelled at you for trying to talk me out of this room.
You think it's so, like, you're aware of your surroundings, but if porn could tell us anything, it's that if your girl's in the shower and someone else is in there, and she's giving you a BJ from in front of the curtain, you might not see the guy, There's always these distractions.
What? I don't know.
You know those like, I don't know, those like secretive porns where like someone is like in the shower.
Oh yeah.
And they stick their head out and you're like, they could clearly see the person behind the curtain.
There's the girl and she's in the shower and she's fucking the dude, and then the dude's son is scratching your car out
yeah,
with a barbecue scraper.
You know those.
With a loofah.
Porn.
Porn.
I love that porn.
It's so out there. It's wacky.
But yeah, that was incredible. And after, I just want to touch on one thing. I'm not a racist.
Glad we got that out there.
But I didn't know this stereotype. But when I told other people in LA that like I almost got scammed, and they asked what they knew it was a traffic type scam.
Yeah.
People asked me what the race were, and I said they are Armenians. Like, yeah, that's the Armenians for you. So I didn't know that was a stereotype, but apparently the Armenians are always running the you hit me with your car scam. It's a popular.
The perpetrators turned out to be Faisal Lawrence and his family.
Like these guys, they're out there, people. They're these human leeches. That's what they do instead of work.
If you research Armenia, you'll find out that they're actually, like, the full name for them is Carmenians, and their entire economy is based off of. One time, Armenia went over to France and was like, "Bro, you hit my country. It's gonna be $500, dude."
One last thing I'll say about my story before we move on to Dakota's.
Yeah.
At one point, while I was conversing with these guys outside, the guy, the Armenian man, said, "Excuse me, I don't want to interrupt you, but you have this huge mosquito on your shoulder." And I did. I looked over and I said,
"Oh, so he's building up trust."
And, yeah, well, he didn't plant the mosquito.
No, mosquito's in on the scam.
Yeah, it is.
No, and I brushed the mosquito away, and it just strikes me as so like poetic or like ironic, actually, that this fucking bloodsucker is warning me about another one.
That's very funny.
That's true.
It's like this fucking leech is just telling, like, hey, watch out for that thing that's trying to...
Also, there's a vampire behind you in the back seat of your car.
Hey, excuse me, I just want to tell you that you got a parasite trying to attack you real quick.
And it's really stopping me from taking your money.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right.
Wow. All right. Well,
that's my story.
Mine is shorter. But
Jesus.
I'm throwing shade, man.
No, only when it's guests.
No, when Brian was here.
Like, you're like a kid, like, you know how when kids have their friends over and then
they're all mean to their mom.
Yeah, just trying to look cool, and the moms have none of it.
I was with my best friend Kyle.
Dude, Dakota's so mean to his fucking mom. It's so bad.
But kids do that, though. You know what I mean?
Well, I was with my best friend Kyle, and we were playing Halo, and my mom was like, "All right, Kyle has to go," because he had spent the night before, and we were still carrying the party on the next day. And she's like, "Kyle's got to go," you know.
What a rager.
When you party with Kyle, it's Monster Energy drinks.
Party.
Yeah, it's a 2-day party.
This is the Hollister, like, wild party weekend.
It is, yeah.
What age?
like 12.
Middle school.
Yeah, middle school.
Where's Kyle from? Like, what country of origin?
No, not Filipino.
Yeah.
Portuguese.
Every character
okay.
we've done over we had the Armenians from Armenia.
The Portuguese. So we're playing, and she goes, "Okay, Kyle's gotta go. You have to, you have to get ready for the day." And I'm like, "Oh, Halo, no," like I just totally.
That's your embarrassing moment. I totally understand.
No,
I
but like I was being a little sassy towards her.
I was being a little stinker.
I'll be a little
Halo, no, like
Halo, no.
That joke is embarrassing enough to be your story. Let's move on.
That started my comedy career.
Oh God, really?
No, not at
So
all.
your first time was a bomb?
I've always been not funny. So, no, but my real story. Also, Kyle was there, and that's my roommate. I think.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to truck through it.
We're just gonna have to do it like the train. So my roommate or my best friend Kyle, he was there, and we went to this beach near Monterey.
When you got there, did you go, "Son of a beach," to your mom as well?
Yeah. Hey Marcus, come on in. Totally fine.
I told that bad joke to make fun of him. That wasn't my joke.
I made a bad pun. So anyway, we're at this beach and secluded. Like it's not a private beach, but not a lot of people know about it. So we're there with Kyle, his sister, another friend. It turned into
three friends. I'm making.
Yeah.
God damn it.
3 holes.
This is not visual, so this is
we
all
don't.
not.
This is all.
But it's distracting, so keep going.
Yeah. So we're out at this beach and we're boogie boarding, okay? And we're like 18 at the time. This is right after high school, and so I'm going, and there's these big waves. So they're like, "Oh, we're gonna like kind of surf on." And I'm like, "I want these big fucking Mavericks," Like I've never surfed, I've boogie boarded, but I'm like, I want to go for these huge motherfuckers out there
On your boogie board.
on my boogie board.
This
Like
is the whitest story I've ever heard. Dude, me and my friend Kyle, right? We go to this beach. It's like super dope. We're boogie boarding, and I'm like, I want to hit the Maverick.
with fucking Skylar and Chad. Actually, Skylar.
Those weren't fake names.
No, Skylar wasn't, but Chad was. So I'm going out there, and I get so far out to the point where it's beyond the break of the wave. So the waves aren't breaking, so I'm not able to ride them in. So every wave that's going, I'm going further and further out. Mm-hmm. And so I turn around, and they look tiny on this beach. And this is October, too, so it's freezing cold in this water. So I see how far away they are, and I'm like, I need to get back because it's freezing. I'm going farther and farther. There's no cell reception. There's no one on the beach but us. Like, there's no help, no life raft. Like, even if they came to try to help me, they would be in the same situation I am. So I'm pedaling back. My legs are cramping. My arms are cramping. But I'm just in, like, fight-or-flight mode, And I'm scared of the ocean as well. Like, at any point, when you're in a pool and you're like, oh, if there's a shark, you kind of do those things.
Every time I've ever been in a pool, I've been sure there's a shark.
But like as a kid, I don't know.
No, I'm not making fun.
You're not making fun. Oh,
that's legitimate. Yeah. Every pool I've ever been in, as soon as I'm not under the water, I'm like, there's a fucking shark.
You have that thing.
I feel like in pools still, like every kid has a pool experience. It's a certain way before you see Jaws, and a completely different way after you see Jaws.
Yeah.
So
sorry to interrupt real quick, but my dad would do this shitty thing where, like, before we went to the beach one time, he made us all watch Jaws.
Oh my god!
And, like, before we went camping, the time before we went camping with my whole family, he made us watch the Blair Witch Project.
Oh
like,
my god!
He'll do these things where he's like, "We're gonna do something fun, and I want to fucking ruin it."
We're gonna fly to the East Coast, and here's Air Force One. Similar thing. Yeah. Jaws.
So anyway, I'm paddling back and I'm cramping up, and I'm like, these sharks can smell my fear now, and you can't, Monterey Bay, the water's so murky, you can't see anything, So I'm going, I'm huffing in water, I'm going, and I finally ride, a wave in, and I get to the beach, and they were like, I was like, I'm never going in the water again. They're like, hey, you got pretty far out there, you know? I'm like, were you guys worried? They're like, yeah, but you seemed okay. And I'm like, I just felt so stupid. It was Halloween, and it was also Halloween.
That seems like a pretty important part of the story. What were you all dressed as?
Surfers? Yeah, surfers. And so I go to bed that night, and then it all kind of hits me, like the wave I was riding. And I was just thinking, like, I could have died today, and I felt so stupid. Like, that'd be the worst way to die. Like, just I'm gonna catch that wave way back there.
You know, how did he die? Oh, fucking freak boogie boarding.
Yeah, that's so stupid. I hate it. Anyway.
His memory lives on in Kyle and Skyler.
Well, he died doing what he loved.
I did. Wow. Shit, I hate the water.
On your tombstone,
Chasing the Mavericks.
On your tombstone, it just says,
No, his tombstone is just a boogie board.
it just says when he was born, and it's
my
written with
God.
Sharpie. Beloved son and pretty rad dude. God, that's your embarrassing story?
Well, no, I've told way worse.
Okay.
But this is, I'm running out. I'm running out.
He had boogie fever.
Oh my God.
The whole premise of your show is
Notes.
basically that you'll have to continuously come up with horrible things that have happened to you, and at a certain point you're going to be pulling from the bottom of the boogie barrel, so you're going to have to live more upsetting things.
No, I have some recent ones that I just need some time to settle.
Okay.
You know? Yeah. One being Thursday night.
No, I don't think you... I hear what you're saying, but I don't think you go through life and just suddenly, like, don't have embarrassing moments.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But
It's a gift
there's
that keeps on
there's
giving.
like little ones, and then there's like big ones.
Yo, yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's a train.
There's the train.
Oh,
That's
that's
the
a train.
train,
I
yeah.
thought it was a plane.
Yeah.
Or an automobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
So, I guess we're going to move on to Armando's story, and while we do that, would you mind making sure the food is warm since you put it in the fridge?
Sure.
So this story is. I make that noise all the time when I get confused, and when I notice I do it, I try and extend it to make myself feel stupid.
The audience was just like, oh, did he just play the didgeridoo?
Yeah, right?
Did they get the girl from The Ring? Or The Grudge, I guess.
Oh, yeah, the grad.
This is. Is it on fire?
Got it. Okay, it's warm.
What is happening?
I have no fucking
So I
idea.
need more of
Oh, yeah, you didn't want it to make a beeping sound, so instead you were like, oh no, I got it. Yeah, that's much more settling to the listener.
Sorry.
God damn it. Come on. Hey, do you have an embarrassing story, friend?
I do. So this is the thing that happens with us is stand-up comics is we'll have a story, and the true story might not be as funny to people because of the elements of sad. They're funny subjectively or objectively as like stories, but not as stand-up bits.
Sure.
So there's a bit that I do that is based off of a thing that actually like very truly happened. So what I'm going to tell you is the very true story, and Dakota might recognize some of it as part of a bit that I did on Thursday.
Yeah.
But when I moved to San Diego when I was 18 years old, I was super depressed, like all the time. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't really do anything at all. And my mom tried to make me feel better by giving me stuff to do. So like she set up an appointment with a therapist, and I was supposed to go see a therapist.
Yeah.
And I had like little things I was supposed to do. Like I would take her to work. And then because it gave me a reason to get out of bed and get like out of the house at least for a minimum amount of time. And so on the first day of therapy, I took my mom to work, and then I was like, oh man, I really don't feel good. Like, and it wasn't like a brain thing. It was my body there was something wrong.
Okay.
Like my body was just like, hey, I don't know what this feeling is, but it's not gonna end well. And so I was like, it's probably fine. So I keep driving. I'm driving to my therapist's office. and then eventually it hits me immediately, and my body goes, "Oh, I know what this feeling is. I'm gonna shit." And I was like, "No. If you give me a minute, I'll get to a place where I can poop."
Yeah.
And my body was like, "We don't have time for that.
No doubt.
I just figured out what this is, and I'm going to execute the order."
Yeah. Oh, God.
So I shit my pants. But I don't just shit my pants, I shit my car. Because I'm in my car, and I can feel it, and it's just one of those things where, like, it was so bad that I knew in that moment that I could never wear these pants again.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that's how bad it was.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do, so I pulled over into the parking lot of an Albertsons, and I take off my pants, and I take off my underwear, and I try and wipe what I can of the shit,
God.
and put them into a ball, and then I throw them out my window.
Into the parking lot?
Yeah, just into the parking lot.
Into someone else's rolled down window?
No, so there was this white car, and it's two Armenian dudes.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, I think you hit my car," and I threw my pants
Shit at 'em.
into their fucking window.
Yeah.
No, I threw it into the parking lot, and then
And so now you're just driving without pants.
now I'm driving without pants or without
Or
underwear.
under.
I'm just
You're Daffy Ducking it.
yeah.
I was going to say Winnie Pooh. But
Yeah.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh would have been better because it's got
Yeah,
poo in the
it.
name.
Fuck! I suck at comedy. But your body was like, execute order. Shit. Shit D6. Shit D6. Yeah.
So it just killed all the Jedi in my body, and
Yeah.
then just ejected them through my asshole.
Holy shit.
So
Is your bare ass, which still has remnants of shit
still
on
has a
it,
lot of shit. Well, it
is
did.
on your bare seat?
There was already shit on the seat.
Oh.
Like right away.
Through your pants?
Through my pants.
Holy
You're already
shit.
getting rid of these clothing, which presumably have some clean parts of it. You could use the
I don't know.
I
That
use
seems
the
like a
clean.
mess.
I use the clean parts to wipe the dirty parts.
Yeah, that's
Honestly, I would have taken off my shirt to put on. Like, you would have
Then I
been
would have
full
been naked, and that wouldn't have been good. So
That's so funny.
then what happens?
Okay.
As I start trying to drive away,
Yeah.
and my body goes, "Oh, I know what this next feeling is. I'm gonna do it again."
Oh no.
And I realize that I can't let this happen again.
Oh no.
So I drive back to where I parked
The
originally, and I open my door to try and make sure no one can see my dick. And I open my door and I grab the pants, which are the least dirty of the two items I've thrown away, and I put the pants back
Oh
on
my god.
so that
At this, it's damage control.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna be shitty, but you just damage control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I drive as fast as I can to the other side of the parking lot where I see a liquor store. And I'm thinking, like, I can tell this guy, like, "Hey, man, I already shit my pants. Let me use your restroom or else I'm going to shit in your building."
You brought like a bomb into his building.
This is a tactic I've used before. In Los Angeles, you can't find places to use the bathroom in public.
Oh, wow.
And the thing that damns a lot of liquor store owners is if they speak English, then what I will tell them is, like, "I'm going to shit, and you can let me shit in your bathroom, or you can clean shit off of your floor. What do you want to do?" And then I've never been turned away.
Yeah, no. Hey, this is also.
That's the move.
Yeah.
That's the good move.
This is also for LA comics to learn
There
where
you
to
go.
shit, you know?
So I drive to the liquor store. The liquor store is closed, and as
Oh,
soon as I'm standing next to it, I'm like, I'm thinking, like, do I just walk back to my car and shit in my car again? I don't have time to go anywhere else. And my body's like, "Nope, we're doing it again." So I pulled my pants down. And
In front of a liquor store?
I went to, so there's like this little corner where if you stand there, no one can really see you.
Oh, no.
So I pull my pants down and I shit outside next to the liquor store.
Yeah.
And again, it's not like a solid, like if the liquor store owner comes back and he's like, "Oh, it was just a really big dog." No, you're going to see a pile of it and he's going to go like, "What bear
What animal?
Sasquatch is real.
just vomited all over the front door of my business?"
Holy shit.
Honest to God, if whoever it is wasn't white, they're gonna think it's a hate crime. That's how bad my shit.
What? Okay. I know this is gonna be disgusting. I don't know why I'm even asking this. What What was the consistency and like what did it look like?
It was like, you know what? Winnie the Pooh is perfect. It's like if you took a marshmallow Winnie the Pooh and put it in a microwave.
Okay.
It was just liquidy and sticky and a yellowish complexion.
Oh god.
Like if you mixed mustard and ketchup.
Okay, yeah. It looked like that.
We're
So
gonna eat after this.
Yeah,
mustard.
Dijon.
Like Dijon with like the little seeds in it.
Jesus Christ.
What happened is I had food poisoning. I had very bad food poisoning.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I ate something like dairy or too much cheese or something. Like I was very, very sick.
Yeah. Did you throw up at all?
I did not. I did not throw up.
See, that's what, when I had food poisoning in middle school, like, it went out both ends violently all night.
It was just
Yeah.
the one.
Holy shit.
I shit in the parking lot, and I look up. After I'm done shitting, and I realize that there's a camera there.
Oh no.
So to whoever owns this liquor store, they're just going to see somebody coming in violently trying to open the door, not being able to open it, and then just shitting on their floor, and then getting back in their car and just driving away.
Oh,
so
wow.
I drive away.
Yeah.
I'm heading back to my house. I don't have anything to wipe my ass again, so there's more shit in my pants.
Oh no.
So I think, like, do I just throw the pants out? But the way that my mom's house was set up when I lived there, so you have to park on the street.
Oh no.
And then walk into the house. And so when I got to her house, that's the other thing is, if you're paying attention, I was supposed to go to therapy.
Yeah.
But after I shit twice, I was like, I don't deserve to be better.
No, you need more therapy after this.
I was like, I don't want to talk about my feelings anymore. I want to die.
Holy shit.
You need a therapist more than ever.
Yeah.
So I go to my mom's house, and she lives. We lived in a beautiful house. We lived in a beautiful house that was right on the beach. And the bad part is that during summer, which is when this took place, people come to the beach and just take up all of the parking spots.
Oh my god.
So I had to park 2 blocks away from my mom's house and then walk with obviously shit in pants.
Oh.
All the way home, and then I threw my pants away in the neighbor's trash can.
Wow.
Didn't even do it in my own.
Wow, you were kind of embarrassed.
I took 3 showers, and then I realized that the shit in my car was just baking in a hot sun. So I went to my car and I cleaned the shit out of the seat, and somebody came over and went like, "Did you shit in your car?"
Someone said that?
Yeah, because
They could smell it.
Because it smelled like shit.
Oh my god.
And it was also very shit colored, and it was. And I went, no, I was taking my little brother home. I don't have a little brother, but I was like, I'm taking my little brother home.
You
and
lied.
He shit in the car, and they go, okay, why is it in the driver's seat? And I was just like, get the fuck out of here!
I was teaching him to drive.
I didn't tell you how little he is.
You should have just shit on that guy,
Yeah.
like right then and there.
So I cleaned up the shit, and that was it.
Oh
That's
my God.
So that was like.
Wow.
That was probably the worst, because that all took place in the span of about 2 hours.
Wow.
And it was probably the worst 2 hours of my young, hot life.
So we've only had 2 guests on the show.
You're the second.
And yeah, you're the second. And there's been about 10 shit stories already.
Okay.
Like, it's so funny, but not saying that we don't need shit stories, because everyone does it. Everyone has one. It seems like the most embarrassing moment in someone's life is shitting themselves.
Yeah.
It's the most. You can't top it. It's the best.
It's because it's the thing of like even 3-year-olds are potty trained.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you start to learn.
Yeah.
As a human.
Yeah.
And so when you break that rule, it feels really bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like that's the best shit related story we've had on the podcast for sure.
Yeah.
That might be the best story we've had on the podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling us.
Great.
That's a really great story.
And then what was worse is when I got home, these fucking Armenians hit my car. No. Okay.
Yeah, you shit in our car too.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Shit in our car.
And if they had told you that after the day you'd have to believe them.
Yo,
You'd have to give them the $500.
Like, that's my shit.
And I'm fucking cleaning out my car, and I look to the beach, and this boogie boarding asshole is out in the middle of the ocean.
Catching waves.
Catching a sick maverick.
the fact that I called them Maverick, they weren't even that big a waves. That's the sad part. Wow. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing about shitting yourself is it is a super. It's what I call a real human event.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
you have terminology.
we will all experience it again. It's something that's it's one of those things that's just destined to happen. Yeah. And I'm sure it'll never be that bad for you again. It'll probably never be that bad for us ever. But it's just one of those.
Also, thank God you went back for your pants, because you throw your pants, your only cover.
Yeah.
You know, if you had to walk 2 blocks to your house naked,
it would have been better for me in the short term, because people would have just been like, "Wow, look at that homeless man," and then it would have been fine.
Covered in shit.
But yeah, I mean, it wasn't a thought. It was like I had shit covered clothing, and my brain was like, "Get it the fuck out of here!"
You live near a beach?
I lived near a beach.
Like, if I had been in your situation, I would have just taken off the top and just ran to my house going, I thought it was a nude beach! They told me it was a nude beach! I thought!
Oh my God.
That's the move, I think.
That's
just
really
flailing.
That would have been so much better.
Yeah. Oh my God. Did you think you could shit on the beach too? Because you're covered in it.
I thought it was a poo beach!
Nearly impossible to come up with that strategy in moment.
No, you're just so embarrassed.
I have maybe, because I had so many stomach issues growing up. I've been lactose intolerant my whole life. I didn't find out until I was about 18. So I would just have emergencies, and sometimes they go to the worst possible scenario. So like when I was a kid, I shit my pants on my way to my dad's house, and I lived in Los Angeles, and my dad lives in Indio. Yeah. It's about like a 3-hour drive. So I shit my pants part of the way there. Yeah. And then we went to a gas station. I tried to clean it up, and it was still, but there's still shit and stuff. Yeah. And so I had to drive 3 hours as a child. I was like 7 or something. But,
oh my God.
I mean, people have bad days. People have really bad days. That was a shit day.
That was a shit day.
All right, so now we're going to move on to everyone's favorite segment. This is what we call Whining and Dining. Oh my God. So what the segment is we fast food restaurants will come out with like new stuff, like new gimmicky things to try to keep their menus fresh. And we have that on the show, and we review this. And this is kind of a special thing because there's more of us. Like we got kind of a smorgasbord here.
Also, these are covered in cheese.
Can I use your liquor store?
Do you need? Oh, you know what I do have though? Do you take any like pills for your lactose intolerance?
I have Lactaid.
I have them too. Do you need one?
No,
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because my bathroom's closed.
I'm working up a tolerance.
Are you?
All right.
Oh shit! I'm excited for this.
So what we got here is McDonald's has just released their Explore Worldwide Flavors,
I see.
Where they put out 4 different items. We have 3 of them here today because the 4th one's ice cream, and it's just 4 different fucking menu items, but each one is attributed to a different country. So we only got 4 different countries represented. It's not really a worldwide smorgasbord. It's not really.
It's only the 4 that matter.
But it's what they're shooting for. So we're going to try each one of these hot options and just kind of give our little interpretation of it. So the first thing we're going to be trying out is the Canada sandwich. This is McDonald's Canada representation of the tomato mozzarella chicken sandwich.
Oh, so that's not from Italy, that's from Canada.
It's from they're calling this a Canada burger. This is a chicken sandwich. You can get this grilled or crispy. I chose to get it grilled. So we're about to try that now.
I wash my hands. So
you wash your hands?
I'll do all this.
That looks crispy as hell.
I definitely ordered grilled. And you're right, that is the crispy sandwich. So we are trying...
also about, fast food workers, they're Armenian and they don't understand English. So.
That's the thing about Canadians, is they always give you the wrong thing. So you've cut it in half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the half version.
Yeah,
for
he
this
did.
food.
All right.
That's fair.
So, all right. Okay. And you could take whichever one.
great job, buddy. You tried your best. That's all. So,
All right. So
this is the.
okay. So it's got onion, lettuce, a special sauce, chicken, and mozzarella cheese.
They also microwave this.
Yeah, well, we had a little mix-up. This is not the hottest, best representation, but I think I can get into some
It's
of,
warm enough.
of what this tastes like.
It's pretty good.
You know what?
Yeah.
It actually, this one looked the most appetizing on the picture too.
Yeah,
What does this taste like? This reminds me of something.
it's like it honestly tastes like a. What am I? Yeah, it's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know what.
Tastes like a chicken parm.
Yeah, something like that, right?
It reminds me of when I went to Canada and stopped at a McDonald's.
Wow.
I went to Sweden, a Swedish McDonald's, and they were selling a burger that they didn't have in America, and it was based around a type of pickle they had. It was like it's the the quarter pounder, but with a certain type of new pickle they were advertising, and I forgot what the Swedish word they called their pickle, but it was good.
Fleischennudeln.
This is the first time, by the way, we're reviewing McDonald's on this podcast.
Yeah.
What have you reviewed in the past?
Well,
Like everything else, like we had a KFC, Taco Bell.
You know what the sauce and
We
the
can do
onions
Taco
remind
Bell,
me
dude.
of?
We haven't
Reminds
done
me
Taco
of
Bell?
reminds me of a bloomin' onion. The sauce with the onions.
Yeah. Well, it definitely in color. Does it taste like that?
yeah,
No, you're right.
I think so.
Kind of got a bloomin'
with the onion.
It's got the bloomin' onion with the sauce.
Yeah,
So
very good though. I would order that.
we just went through Canada, everybody, by way of McDonald's flavor.
Now we're going.
To Spain.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wait, this is from Spain?
This is the Spanish burger.
It's called the Mick Extreme.
This is called the Grand McExtreme Bacon Burger. They're attributing this to Spain.
They're blaming this on Spain.
Wow.
And I think they missed a huge opportunity to call it McStream instead of McExtreme is kind of a stretch. I think
Yeah.
there's a missed opportunity.
What I will say about that chicken one is great bun. Like it was like a brochet bun. It
Yeah.
wasn't like this
They have
regular
those
It
bun.
tasted like a potato bun.
But that's not a special bunter that they have those.
Oh really?
You
Oh, I
also
never-
meant brioche.
Brioche.
Fucking idiot.
You uncultured swine.
Wow. There you go.
Fucking piece of
Well,
garbage.
this was easier to cut. Your cut on the cross section on this is much better.
Thank you
well
very
done.
much. You're getting better.
I noticed it has a very similar color sauce. I wonder if this has the same sauce, and that they just think that this is like universal world sauce.
Yeah. It is the same sauce.
Different cheese though. This looks like a
Like a monster.
This is a very different sandwich. It's very smoky.
very smoky. Well, there's meat in it. It's not. You can use it.
What do you think chicken is?
Meat. But like it.
This
This
is
is like
a beef.
This is like a beef one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize what I said.
It tastes like a
Grand-
Munster cheese.
The Grand McStream Bacon Burger. It's good.
I want to get a taste, but I don't really. Do you want to finish it? Do it, please.
Oh,
It
How are
act-
those olives?
Bad.
Why you kept going back for them too?
He orders micheladas or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
And he would leave the spit reservoir and the olives at the bottom. And so I kept grabbing his empty glass and then chugging his olives.
There was like 4 olives, or 3. I think it was 3 olives in it. And each time he would go for it, he'd make this face like, what the fuck is this?
It hurt like fucking hell.
And then 2 more times. So
My favorite part is every time I did it, I looked at him like, why did you make me do that?
like it was my fault.
What did we think between the two sandwiches?
Chicken,
Honestly,
for sure.
I like the McExtreme.
Really?
Yeah,
Better.
I think so too.
Oh man, I was chicken all the way. I love, so the time I did get food poisoning in middle school was with a quarter pounder of cheese.
Oh, I don't know if I told you guys what caught
what'd you eat? Yeah.
It was Johnny Rockets.
Wow. It rocketed out of your asshole. Yeah.
Fuck Johnny Rockets.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We
sorry.
have not reviewed their food yet on this podcast, and because of that story, we used to close down.
Oh, because
so
too many
good.
people got food poisoning.
I looked it up, and apparently, I'm not making a joke about your story. This is true. I looked it up, and apparently, Johnny Rockets is like that's a stereotype of Johnny Rockets. It's
Food
like
poisoning?
it'll give you food poisoning.
Holy shit. That's a stereotype of La Castañedas.
That's some bad PR.
Yeah. You have by the way, on the way to this place, I saw a big banner on a building that said second best pizza.
Second best pizza. I know.
I love it. I love that so much.
It's so. I think they're closed too.
Good.
Yeah.
What is this? What are we trying?
Well, let me ask you. What do you think we're looking at?
Well, it looks like a bunch of French fries with melted, like 7-Eleven nacho sauce and chopped pieces of pretty good-looking bacon. Honestly.
Yeah.
Your powers of perception continue to serve you well. You are absolutely correct. What country would you imagine such a dish would be attributed to?
Is it? If it's not America or Canada, I'm assuming it's got to be. God, Germany?
See, here's the thing. I think this is total bullshit, and this dish could be attributed to anywhere. This is not
Australia.
This is the Australian.
No way! Is it Australia for sure?
This is called.
Holy shit!
These fries have the Australian flag planted in their picture, and these are cheesy bacon fries.
Well, okay. I mean, I went to an Outback and they had a thing called Aussie fries, which they apparently are just French fries, cheese, bacon, and ranch.
That sounds good.
Outback Steakhouse originated in New York City.
Yeah, it's not an authentic. My girlfriend loves Outback, but we went there the other day. We went there on Wednesday, and we were talking about Outback, and she was like, "Dude, I love Outback."
Wow.
And I was like, "Well, what is it?" Because we hate the service. The food's not very good. The ambiance is terrible. There's always a wait, and nothing about it is themed any differently than a real restaurant.
Like an
and she's
Applebee's.
like, "Yeah, when you piece it out like that, I hate it, but when I go there, I love it."
I agree with everything you just said. And
Okay. I'm going to make a bold statement here.
These are bad.
I'm going to make a bold statement.
Okay, we got one bad review. What do you say?
This is the new worst item we've had.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are really bad.
You know what's crazy about that is the previous worst item
Had bacon bits in it.
was cheesy bacon tots from Burger King.
And those were
Anything
horrendous.
Burger King is the worst fast food restaurant in existence.
I think
King?
so too. I don't. I do not. I don't like the charbroiled burgers. Anything about it. What makes this the next this is the number one worst one is because they literally melted a fucking Kraft single on this.
Yeah.
This is not worth
American cheese, not even Australian cheese. And these are definitely just straight up McDonald's fries.
Tastes like cheese whiz.
I need to get the fucking
It does
taste
taste
out of my
like
mouth.
with by putting in
Non-cheesy
non-loaded fries.
Ah.
She's eating all the loaded fries. Anyway, yeah,
Horrible.
bad. So
Cheese whiz. It's cheese whiz.
and so I guess Australia, you have grounds to go to war with us now.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Australia. If this is your doing, I hate you.
Do you think they did this promotion, this worldwide promotion in Australia, and told them like, no, these are your fries. You came up with this, and they're sitting there going like, what the fuck? Or do you think in Australia it says New Zealand, baby?
Probably.
God, I hope so. This is the thing is that every Australian-themed food item that you can get in America is based out of New York.
Yeah.
There's none that actually come from Australia. 'Cause I don't know if you've tried Australian food, but it's like Marmite and shit. Like it's not. It's not Vegemite. It's not good.
Yeah. So this just keeps with the trend of not good food coming from Australia.
Do you know who Mikey Milios is?
No.
Do you remember him from LA?
Not by name. If I saw his picture, I'd probably know.
So Mikey Milios, his dad is the guy who brought, I think it's Yum Foods, which is Taco Bell, KFC, Pizza Hut, Pepsi, all of those stuff.
A&W.
Is that really? Is it the same?
At least it was, because I had a KFC A&W in my town.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, that is a cross.
But so that company, Mikey Milios' father was the one who brought it to Australia. And when he was telling me when they brought it to Australia, they had to invent items that would never work in America because the Australians couldn't handle the food in Taco Bell, like the ones that we had.
Yeah.
So he's like, I tried the food and it's fucking terrible because I'm used to American food that's edible and not like filled with prison food.
Wow. Well, Australia is a big prison.
Colony. Fucking cheese fry eating pieces of garbage.
Wow, that was terrible.
No, I did not put this on Australia. I put this on McDonald's.
No.
It's a smear to the great country.
Australia.
These fries, these cheesy fries, need to go down under.
Yeah.
About 6 feet. You know?
Wow.
On our,
I'm gonna make a bold statement. That's the funniest thing you've said on this podcast.
on our podcast, the one that I do, we have a lot of fans from Australia, and what's fun is every time we talk about Australia, we get really upset because everything about the country in theory sounds terrible.
Opera houses.
No guns.
No guns. Opera houses. The genocide of indigenous people.
Yeah.
McDonald's cheesy fries. Also, the fact that every wildlife is related to a spider and trying to kill you.
You go there and you can't find a bloomin' onion to save your life.
No.
Did you see that picture of that? What are those huge spiders they have there? I forget.
They're
the name.
called the. I know what you're talking about.
You know what they look like they're out of 8 crazy legs. Like they're legit huge.
8-legged freaks.
8-legged freaks.
What are they called? The something wood spider.
Something, but it killed a possum.
Yeah,
it had
I saw that.
a fucking possum in the air.
This one of the
shit.
people that listened to us from Australia, she was like, "Look, I found one of them in my house," and she was like, "It's the size of a bowl, of like a cereal bowl," and I was like,
a bowl.
I fucking hate you."
Yeah, it's impressive, but also very scary. So that was Whining and Dining.
Yep.
And we do have one.
What was our
last
favorite
one.
item? It was a Grand Mick Extreme.
You like the McChicken
bacon burger?
It's called a Huntsman spider.
Huntsman.
I like the
holy shit.
I like the McExtreme bacon burger. It was smoky.
Grand Extreme.
It was. It was.
That's probably the best McDonald's sandwich, or at least up there. That I don't really like McDonald's.
Yeah.
I like my favorite sandwich from McDonald's is off the secret menu. It's called the McGangbang.
But hold on, here's the thing. I know what that is, and I know what that is. Do they make that for you?
No, you have to order.
You have to.
Gangbang?
But they know. They know what's up. They have a deal that's 2 for $3, and it includes the McChicken and the McDouble.
So do you not know, or you can tell them?
No.
It's a makeshift Big Mac where you take a McChicken and a McDouble, and you take the middle or the bottom bun off of the McChicken, and then you put it on top of the McDouble, and it's like a Big Mac of terrible food.
Well, have you ever had the Earth, Land, and Sea?
I've heard a different recipe, same ingredients, but I've heard of a different way to create it than what you just described.
There might be. The reason I do it that way is because the top bun on both includes the sauce and like pickles and stuff, and I want to keep all of the sauce because I like the. Whatever the mayonnaise spread or whatever they put on
good.
it.
I love it. The only thing I'll ever order are the fries and the McChicken.
Oh, they're good. They're amazing.
With cheese. McChicken with cheese.
Never eat a McDouble on its own. Also, adding cheese is fucking crazy, you lunatic.
I love McChicken with cheese. It's me.
How it was introduced to me is you take the McDouble and the McChicken, and you separate the McDouble at the combined patties. You carefully rip those apart and put the entire McChicken in there.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Now that you say that, that's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
But you do it differently.
Yeah, I do it differently.
There's too much bread in that, though. I like your way better.
Because it's just less bread. I also like the taste of...
That's where you're counting your calories? It's less bread.
I don't care about the bread, but it does... I don't care about it for calories. I care about it for taste.
Yeah.
This is a very long podcast, which is fine. But I think finish up your last points, and we're going to move on to our final segment.
Yeah, I have nothing else.
Well, there is another secret item menu that is Sky, Land, and Sea, where you get chicken, burger, and then the fish patty.
That sounds terrible.
I don't know.
So now we after we eat food, we wrap up our show by talking about embarrassing stories of all over the world, and just like people who,
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll tell mine first.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I
just glance over. So mine it was a national news story. This happened in New York. This was in March. So the police, you might have heard this. The police used a fake subway wall to catch a pro-Trump graffiti artist.
So they built a wall.
They built a wall. Yeah, you see the irony?
Yeah.
So a New York City police officer said they built a fake wall at a Brooklyn subway station last week to catch a vandal who kept writing #LoveTrump throughout the station. NYPD Transit Chief Edward said officers erected a wall using plywood last Tuesday to create a wooden enclosure that resembled a subway construction area.
I like when they say erected because it makes it sound like they found a regular wall and they were like, ooh, walls with big boobies. Get hard, you stupid wall.
He said officers hid behind the wall and waited for the suspect, identified as 43-year-old Jamie Kennedy. No, Jamie Montemarinero showed up. When he did, they jumped out from behind the wall and made their arrest. This is the wall. I know we don't, there's no...
Oh, it's super fake.
Oh, yeah.
Were these...
It's like a construction wall.
It doesn't even go up to the top.
It doesn't. No.
It looks like an SNL set.
It does.
It really does.
It looks like a glory hole in a porn video.
Were these real cops or was it the Impractical Joker?
So they said the officers came up with the idea after watching Trump videos. No, they came up with the idea after months of complaints from writers, literally months, and they removed the graffiti after each complaint.
Writers.
I
thought you meant writers.
Oh, they wrote in.
Other graffiti artists.
They wrote in like, "Hey, this guy,
he's got no fucking class." Signed, Banksy.
Answer questions.
I was just about to say. So this is how they caught Banksy.
Yeah.
The officers who know the station well asked if they could put a temporary wall which would create an enclosure, a small room, so the officers could do an operation at the end of the station where the beam was. The officers went for the first time on March 15th. The beam was cleaned off. March 15th, they went in, did a plainclothes operation, and sure enough, our man came back. He was charged with criminal mischief and being a Republican in the state of New York.
we try not to get political on this podcast, but I do want to ask, as I'm sure you were doing a goof.
He was doing graffiti. Yeah, he's charged with mischief and making...
Here's the thing. Graffiti is a crime, and
it is.
Police are trying to, stop crime and, maybe kill a few black people along the way. If as icing on the cake. But it's supposed to be stopping crime, right? Yeah. And... my question is, New York City, very liberal town, obviously. Do you think that police go to the extent of putting up a fake wall to catch liberal graffiti artists, or do you think they actually set out and put a lot more effort because it was a pro-Trump?
I think it was just so severe of the graffiti. They said literally. Tattered with graffiti in this subway.
But isn't that New York? Isn't that everywhere?
That is kind of my idea of New York. It's just littered with graffiti. So
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Well, we will never know.
We'll never know.
I guess now we're also not going to speculate.
But they got him.
So, who's embarrassed in that story?
He fell for that fake
He fell for that wall.
Okay.
I mean, that's so fucking stupid.
I mean, we looked at it. And we were immediately like, yeah, it's got a door on it.
It's got a door. It didn't go up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
No.
The wall didn't go.
It's a toilet stall.
But he fell for a
The
a
Roadrunner.
Wile E. Coyote.
Wile E. Coyote. They should have made a fake like subway station, like just the
Police
whole
work
movie
with
set.
local builders. Acme.
Oh, shit.
So here's my story. We got a bit of a prankster.
Okay.
This is a prank story.
Oh God.
Title of this article: Burger King's Instagram is full of giant penis drawings.
After glancing at that, I wanted to go first in my story.
All right. If you looked at Burger King's tagged photos on Instagram, you might see a penis. Since yesterday, the brand's tags have been taken over by pranksters who have uploaded images in such an order that if you look at the brand's photos as a grid, several pictures come together to make one big penis. So here's what that looks like. As you can see,
Yeah.
these are all little like individual photos that mean nothing.
Yeah.
But if you
Oh my God! And also that.
Oh my God!
Wow.
How did you?
so
You
up-
look in their tagged photos.
Oh, you had to go down a bit.
Up
Yeah, you
in
have
the
to go
update,
down.
there's now another huge thing that says something different.
Oh my God! Well, that's one picture.
Yeah.
It's not a grid.
I like how
But,
they tried
wow.
one and then they got.
And then fuck Burger King. Wow.
Okay.
They have some animosity.
So this is both our
Amnesty.
both our
Amnesty?
stories are about vandalism. Just one's
Wow.
digital vandalism.
Holy shit.
All right. Let's see. And then we have I guess this is a tweet from the artist. Burger King recently stole my content for their IG ads. Instead of taking legal action, I drew a big fat penis and tagged them so it would show up on their tagged photos page. Don't fuck with me. Swipe for proof. Not sure how long it will stay up.
There's a lot of them.
The prank. So that was his tweet. The article goes on to say the prank was started yesterday by Pablo Rocat,
Yeah.
a San Francisco-based artist who work include tab and hold games for Instagram. One of those, for example, shows a cat's face with moving feature. When you hold the screen, there you go.
Yeah, there's a lot of dicks on this.
Yeah.
Wow.
But hold the screen, the movement stops, and the cat's face is either normal or unsettling, depending on your timing of your tap. He's done the same with Albert Einstein. Okay, so they just go on to say what this guy does. But doesn't usually call out art theft publicly since the legal process is expensive and tedious, he said. And he's been ghosted by companies before, which is why he decided on a creative approach. It just happened to be a day when I wanted to prank someone and draw a penis on their tag photos, and I was like, let me just fuck with the big brand, he said. He uploaded 6 images that together made up a big penis. So that's the story.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Burger King.
They've taken it to a whole new extreme. But there's a lot of memes on this, and a lot of people are tagging the dick now.
Yeah. It's very American Vandal season 1.
It very.
Except you will notice there aren't there are no ball hairs on the
Yeah.
balls.
This is really interesting. So if you tap once,
Oh wow.
Is that? Oh, that's his.
I don't know if this is what they
Yeah.
stole, but it's interesting. So it's a photo of 2 buns, and when you tap, the tagged people are lettuce, onion, tomato, cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like we should end on this. This is another tagged on the Burger King. It's a meme of a man. This is a real man that was arrested, and he's very large, like
My God.
very like he doesn't have a neck.
Look, I'm a big fat asshole sloth guy, but this guy looks like the guy from Seven who ate himself.
Oh my God.
Like, look at it. Like,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
huge.
he's got a thumb.
So-
he's a thumb.
He looks like a thumb. So it's one of those roses.
No, he doesn't even look like a thumb. He looks like a big toe. Look at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So it's.
I hope he did something really bad to deserve this mocking.
So it's one of those roses are red rhyming ones. And it says roses are red, silver paper is called foil. Man breaks into Burger King and drinks gallons of deep fried oil. Yeah, and he did.
Gallons?
Apparently. Gallons or a gallon.
Oh, that's
It says gallons.
That's not even embarrassing.
That guy can handle it though. I feel like.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, that's our fucking show. Thank you so much to our guests.
Yeah.
Dakota, say some nice stuff.
No, Armando, you're great. Loved having you on. Been trying to get you out here for a while, and I'm glad you came out.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been hot, been nice.
Making life just a little bit light. A healthy dose of sweet self-love.